Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 23rd going to the 29th of January. So I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm just going to apologize in advance for my voice. I did lose it. I swear, Mercury retrograde always hits me. I'm a Virgo, that's why. And if anyone has any tips who know astrology very well and know why it's happening, feel free to let me know, because next Mercury retrograde, I swear to God, I refuse to get ill from it. Anyways, yeah, so apologies for my voice. I have got the mic closer to me so that you can still hear me, but yeah, anyway. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm just gonna pull the cards out first, as always. Let's see, purple's like a lilac purple. It's gonna be super, like, it may resonate with you in some way. A lilac, I wonder what that means spiritually. Definitely Google that. Yeah, lilac colors coming in, and I will show you what I mean by that specific color. Now, you're going through an awakening. Capricorns, you always seem to be going through something, I'll be honest with you, but this looks quite good. We'll dive into it when it comes down to the tarot as well, but whilst I'm shuffling it, I will explain to you what I'm seeing first. So you're unlocking your third eye. You're unlocking your spiritualness. This is like your third eye and your crown chakra are both seeming to be open, which means you might be really delving into your spiritual practices, really kind of going down that route of awakening, of enlightenment. You could be doing things like, physically for that. You could be meditating a lot more, getting a clear mind. You could be just connecting to yourself, praying more, whatever it may be, affirmations, etc., listening to those videos while you sleep and that kind of stuff. This is really waking you up into making some changes in your actual reality. You'll be seeing things very, very clearly this week. You'll be becoming more, Jesus, present, there we go, in your life. And you have the same card as Taurus, actually, in your current energy. The exact same card came up first for them, because you're holding a lot of weight. This could be baggage, this could be like conditioning. All right, this feels very deep for you guys. You will be releasing this, but I feel like you're going to be changing your life, Capricorn, in order for this, because you're starting to realize maybe where I'm at isn't fulfilling enough for me. Maybe there's more out there. Very reflective. I'm getting goosebumps for this. You're awakening to your potential. Actually, this feels very deep for you guys. So definitely step into, if you want, for some of you, timeline shifts coming through. Like, I just feel like your life is changing because of some awareness that you are gaining. Your first card out was the higher power, and this is receiving downloads. I'm sorry for the shaky hand, but as you can see, like, you're unlocking this third eye. This beautiful white light coming from this area is like you're really directly seeing things clearly, seeing things for how they are. Is this for me? Is this not for me? Because at the end of this enlightenment, at the end of being present here and having new opportunities open for you, no longer worried about the past. I think you're clearing that. You're no longer worried about the past repeating itself, because you're understanding that you're in your true power. You're doing the inner work. You're clearing that. You're no longer worried about the future, because you're realizing it's more in your control, or at least this is your advice. If not, you're more in control than you think. You're going to be asking yourself more questions, and this is going to lead you to some awareness of what is not for you anymore. This could be soulmates. It's the number 6, but I always see the number 6 actually is always lessons learned. So you're learning a lesson, very big one, maybe many things that maybe needed to be learned a while back with the 10 of Wands. Things that you carried with you, don't have to carry that baggage anymore, because you're making some changes with the 8s. Numerology could be diving into that. I'm realizing I'm picking up on the numbers a lot in your reading. Yeah, and here and now is 3 and a 2, which goes to a 5, which is about changes. And I see the 8 as changes too, but these are changes that you decide to make. It's kind of like karma. If you put the goes around comes around, as you know. The 8 is like an infinity sign. So I always see it as things that you put out there have consequences. So when you make a change, that change has an effect. So if you're feeling like there's more to life, yeah, that's your soul like shaking you a little bit. Like I'm doing it like this, I don't know why. It's like a small little mini earthquake going on within you, shaking things up. It just reminded me, I had a dream of an earthquake, I think, last night. It just triggered my dream. Okay, so something is awakening you to your situation. Like you're no longer distracting yourself, and maybe that's what this devil energy was doing. By the way, this is your card, but this also speaks about, material aspects of this life. If you were just focused on just your work, if you're just focused on the responsibilities that we have in life, it's good to focus on that. I say we're born in a human body for a reason, not just souls flying around just yet. So we have to understand the two aspects that we have within ourselves, our spirit and our soul, and our human body and the human experience. And I think maybe you were so warped in the human experience for a while, because of course it kind of drags you into it, money issues and things that we have to think about for survival of the human body. You may have been super fixated on that you lost your spirit for a while. This could have been because of issues, but you're disconnecting from that. You're letting go of that responsibility, that very hard energy. You're becoming more present. You're releasing fears, releasing attachment to things. And here we go again. This release of attachment, this no longer having this weight on your back, is causing you to see things clearly. So you've done some inner work, or you will be doing some inner work, and this is going to allow you to propose potentially kind of this Ace of Wands, like the staff that he has in his hands, of course, represents wisdom, and you are gaining wisdom, but this wisdom is making you look out into the world and want more from life than what you've been given. And this is a card of you kind of going out and searching for that, you going out to get that. And I love this interpretation of the thing, because he's really looking at that moon. Of course, the moon is about things that were hidden, but you're really looking at it now. You're understanding that inner work that you needed to do, that shadow side, and what it's actually been asking from you. So I do see things shaking up, I'm not going to lie. On the bottom of the deck, you do have chaos and conflict, which is, again, like kind of removing that outer layer that we had that acted as a barrier from us understanding our true selves. You're going to be understanding yourself on a deeper level, removing the survival mode that you've had and stepping into something a lot more softer and vulnerable, I'll admit, but just as powerful, by the way. Vulnerability is power in a lot of ways. Very misunderstood, but anyway, let's see. What are the blockages for this week? The Hermit. There may be a need to spend some time alone, and this might be quite difficult for some of you. Alright, but the blockage, yeah, like maybe that's what it is. The Hermit is like an overthinking energy, it's introspection, it's some deep stuff, and that might be a bit of a blockage here, so make sure you do ground yourself when necessary. But the Hermit isn't so bad in this instance, because it really does look like you're soul searching. It really does look like you're looking at the path of where you're supposed to go. I think you're finding a purpose for a lot of you. Yeah, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is a fighting energy. You've had to really kind of defend yourself a lot in life. There's been a lot going against you, one after the other after the other. And I think this is something that you're reflecting on and learning from. The strength it takes to endure that, by the way. If you thought that you were weak, you are really understanding now just how much strength that you have. Not because of anything new, but because of the things that you have been through already. You are very strong. You've been through a lot. You've gained a lot of wisdom through life. What's this not for you? Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Moon. Again, that moon energy. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at the cards myself, if that's okay. With the Queen of Wands, now this could be a fire sign. All right, some of you may be realizing that there's something like deep down that you feel towards somebody that may not be so, like, you might be looking at someone like, we have an attraction and it seems like we have some reciprocity. But the moon, again, is that deep down, you're really looking at this moon. And I think once before you thought it was just there, like it was just a feeling. But maybe you're starting to understand deep down that there was something beyond that feeling here. For a lot of you, I'm getting that you're no longer sharing something. Whether that's just your blessings, whether that is your goodwill, your loving nature. The Queen of Wands is your energy too. All right. You're no longer giving away your confidence, your power. This is what you're realizing is not for you. You're no longer going to be kind of down here. For some of you, this is like being in need of someone, or being in need of people fulfilling you. You're no longer relying on other people at this time. Some of you could go on a solo travel, like you could be traveling solo. Yeah, I don't need to explain it. It's self-explanatory. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're no longer sharing my good energy, my goodwill, because I do believe some people took that for granted. And that email just goes to acknowledge that that's true. I think you're going to find a lot of success by standing in your power and no longer giving that away to people. Or playing it small. Capricorn, you're not playing it small anymore. You're really going to forge a path by yourself, for yourself. And this is what's going to create some happiness. And a long-term happiness too. So yeah, your life is going to change. Because you're going to be doing something about it. That's what it feels like. Alright, what's this higher power, please? Will is trying to come out here. Higher power. It's higher power. High priestess. Well, there we go. You're really discovering the secrets of life. Your third eye is really popping. It's becoming uncovered. You're going to find out some clarity, deep down clarity on what you need to know. You'll be seeing things that you need to see. This is like the secrets of the universe. She has that little book here which has everything written down. Everything you need to know. For that to be clarified by higher power, you are becoming one with the universe. And this is clearing anything that was once a blockage for you. Yeah, Three of Cups, you're finding happiness. Yeah, you're finding happiness. You're building that happiness. Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. This is a lot of emotional satisfaction. So if you haven't felt that for a while, definitely going to be coming through for you. I feel like you have 3 angels around you. Yeah, you do. Of course, the Temperance and the Angel card comes through. You have some angels here coming through that's really going to help guide you. Help keep you balanced. Of course, Temperance is also about the need to balance ourselves too. Don't be in a rush for anything. Understanding that the universe is looking out for you and that what's meant for you will always be yours. There is no need to run ahead. It's not a race. Life is not a race. Everything that needs to happen will happen. So don't be afraid to come off the path, to really take some time to understand yourself, to balance yourself, to understand the path, to gain mastery over your path, maybe even skills, whatever you're going into. But everything's going to change for good, for the good. The things that are not for you will clear away. This may mean that you may lose some friends or people who are no longer right for you, that you may have outgrown or outgrew a long time ago. But only now are you gaining that clarity. You're speaking your truth, and whoever does not like it will walk away. But again, at the end of the day, you're staying true to yourself. Because you're building something here. But that means that people who are okay with this truth are really your true friends. We have the Artist, which I love in this card, in this deck, sorry. It's a special card. Because this is you creating the world that you want to live in. Your understanding of power as a creator, as a manifester. And you will be very, very successful. All right? I'm going to pull you some tea leaf tarot and see what's going on for you here. For Capricorn, please. The Hand. In need of help, assistance, and guidance here. With time to get out of a situation, all right? Someone could be helping you to get out of a situation. It could be the universe, of course. Or if it's someone who's constantly relying on you. Because as we said before, you're no longer giving everything that you have to somebody. Everything that you have to somebody. You'll be getting out of the situation for Capricorn, please. Barrel. You feel like something's lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. This is becoming clearer to you what it is that you've been lacking if you felt like this for a while. We have Fair Man, this could be you. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey, or white hair. Capricorn, please. And great good fortune. Okay, so again, good things are coming. Absolutely. You're figuring out the truth. You're gaining clarity. You're gaining power. You're taking your power back from anyone who was taking it from you because they didn't want to build it themselves. It's easier to rely on everyone. Some people have that mindset. It's very strange. Why should I build something if this person's willing to just give it to me if I beg for it? No. We're not falling into those traps anymore of being taken advantage of. You're standing in your power. You're standing tall. You're gaining truth, gaining clarity. Removing baggage, removing anything that's exhausting you. Because you're understanding you're in control now of your life. And you can make the decisions that allow you to be in control. We have You See Clearly now. Another card speaking of a very, very clear intuition. A lot of messages coming through for you at this time. We have the Dove as well, so birds could be significant to you, but they have a lot to do with freedom. So there we go, and we have Be Peace. So you're really unlocking some things, yeah. And whoever, I think you're finding peace with the situation, like regardless of what you feel like you might lose, you're understanding, I cannot lose something that's divinely for me. So if anything falls away, then it wasn't meant to be. But I'm standing in my truth, and I love that, okay? So good luck. Some amazing things are going to happen for you here, Capricorn. Some very deep things coming through for you. I'm sending you my love, personal readings, a link down below if you would like one from me. But I will see you guys next time, okay?